okay, wherever you guys are watching this, whether it be YouTube or I post a clip of this to my TikTok or Instagram, it's time for me to go on another one of my autistic ass rants. You know what time it is, and this time around, it's about dating. Specifically, I don't know, my experience at least when it comes to dealing with girls that are, say, 8 out of 10 and beyond. So 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, and model status. You know what I fucking mean? So I just wanted to go over this just from my personal experience. Of course, you can tell I'm not a fucking 10 out of 10 myself. Not even close. Maybe I'm a solid 6 at best. Maybe if I lost a little bit more weight, I'm currently working on that, but I'm still a little ways away before I can even consider myself even a 7. So I don't know, just take it from me. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can be a 10 out of 10 and not take my advice for all you want, but this is just my personal experience, okay? Here we go. Lighten up the cigar. And this is a fake cigar, YouTube, just for reference. This is a prop. Motherfucker. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now it's time to discuss it. Why do I not like 8 out of 10s and beyond? Or let's just put it this way. I don't really like them, me personally. That's just my preference. And before you all say that I'm just coping because, I can't get them, fucking good. I'm going to explain why in a moment, why I even say that. But this is just from my experience, so take it as it is. So I don't know about you guys, but for what I've found with these 8 out of 10 and beyond girls, it's like trying to find a fucking magical unicorn in order to find the right one. You know what I mean? Either they have an OnlyFans, a body count higher than at least 10, or they're at least very stuck-up individuals. You know what I mean? They can't, 95% of the time, they're at least one of those 3 things, And that's kind of why, but I'll get more into depth in a second. But, I guess let's just start with, of course, the OnlyFans side of it. I've encountered a couple girls in my past. Obviously, they really didn't want me. They just wanted me to sign up for it. But this is just coming from my personal experience. Maybe you've had a few girls that truly hit you up wanting you to be in there, especially in their fucking vids. Fuck me. Lord have mercy on you if you get called into that, because, man, you don't want to fuck up your digital footprint like that. I'm telling you what, man. Fuck. Swear to God, side tangent, but I swear, these fucking hoes on Instagram always DM me trying to play like they're fucking going ahead and wanting me as a relationship, and I'm like, no, I don't even believe it one bit. But I sometimes just play along just to see where it goes, because I honestly just like trolling them and wasting their time, because, why not? When I'm bored and I'm not at work, I may as well just do something, and I guess that's the one thing my autistic ass wants to do, so. But yeah, when it comes to that, I've encountered at least 2 or 3 of those a week. I don't know about you guys, but, whenever I go to Instagram especially, that's where they mostly are. You just see it all the fucking time. I know that that's not every single one that those people that are 10 out of 10s, but I swear to God, I've encountered so many of them to where it's every time I see a girl that's more than, say, a 7 out of 10 on Instagram, I always have to check her fucking bio just to see. And I swear to God, at least 8 out of 10 times, it'll have a link there to her OnlyFans. What do you fucking know, I get it's the internet, and we're just only seeing the worst side of things on there, but come on, really? Second, I'd say, is when I've encountered them, sometimes I do get a little bit further, and I go ahead and I play that I'm more attractive than I actually am, because sometimes I can pull off the right face look I look better that way, but you know what I mean. I sometimes go further into depth with them. I talk for about a day or two, and we just chat online. It helps that I also am 6'2" and definitely am making more money than most people. I, once again, am very, very privileged in that manner. And yeah, not to try and flex on everybody, but I do pretty well around here. I'm living on my own at 19 in a luxury apartment. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, when I do go further into depth, and the one thing I always ask them, it may be a little too soon, but before I go on a first date, this is just my personal way of handling it, is I don't care like how they feel about it, but I like to ask just in case what their body count is. And I swear to God, I don't know why, but they love admitting it when you do ask that. And almost every time I do that, they always say it's like at least 15, if not 20 and beyond. I've heard sometimes to where it's hundreds, man. Fuck. I couldn't imagine how loose that shit would be after that, but, you know, it is what it is. But that's just from my personal experience. Like I said, maybe you 10 out of 10s maybe have some better luck when it comes to finding ladies like this. I personally have shit fucking luck, I guess, or I'm just, for the most part, right on this one. But I swear to God, every time I get that close with them, they always have like at least 15 bodies, and they're asking me to join some kind of gangbang sesh like all the goddamn time. But I don't know, man. It is what it is on that one. I swear these bitches also never want to have an actual relationship, at least with someone like me. They always want to just have some random hookup. And me, I'm trying to just settle down. I mean, I don't know if the face tells you or whatnot. I'm 19, sure, but because it's a factor of a couple of things like genetics and, of course, my medications and all that, and stress, because my job is extremely stressful. Side tangent on that real quick. I mean, for fuck's sakes, I work in sales. I mean, sure, it's not the most stressful job in the world. You can go to the military and fucking maybe an underwater diver in order to get something more stressful. But it sure as shit is stressful enough to where every time, oh my God, I swear to God, I have to keep at least 50 grand in my bank account at all fucking times, just in case something really bad happens. Because I swear to God, whether it be a lawsuit or maybe like a bad week or something like that, even a bad week, just 1 week without paychecks, if you don't get any commissions, that shit's a fucking nightmare. I swear to God, I see it to where sometimes my coworkers who are just new to this game and they don't know how to go about this, and they've never considered saving up their money before, and they earn their six figures, and then they go ahead and just buy stupid shit with it. I mean, you wonder why I still drive a 370Z, even though I'm making close to $400,000 a year after taxes. It's because of that. Maybe a little later in life, but I need to save up some more fucking money, because the moment those checks stop flowing in, it is a fucking nightmare. Okay. But anyways, as I was saying, this is more about, of course, your guys' experience when it comes to that too, because, I mean, maybe there's a 10 out of 10 guy watching this. I doubt it. Because, I mean, of course, they're hard to come by, and two, probably only 26 people will see this video anyways, and maybe a couple hundred seeing the clips online when I do post them. But other than that, yeah, that's the second issue. Third issue being when they don't have an OnlyFans and they don't have a high body count, 9 times out of 10 they are just the most stuck up, not so down-to-earth people you will ever meet. I'm looking for a girl personally that, you know, is a little bit more down-to-earth and doesn't expect everything from you. Like, I swear to God, they either just in it for the money or they're in it for, I don't know, man. Just, it's fucked. You have to be a 10 out of 10 making well into 7 figures at that point for a girl like that in order for her to truly, you know, give you a chance. I've never encountered a girl like that just because of the fact that the second I DM'd them, well, the second I DM'd them back when I was first in the dating game when I turned 18, and I don't know, man, they just have like the highest standards possible. So unless you're a 10 out of 10 and you're making well into 6 figures, if not 7 figures, like even more than me, you'd have to be making at least 600,000 after taxes. I'm making 4. So, I mean, that's still no joke on money, man. That is still a lot. Don't get me wrong. But you have to truly be part of the 1% in order to get someone like that. You have to be what the cool kids, like the kids nowadays, like to call an alpha male in order for you to be able to get someone like that. You have to be the true Sigma male. But I don't know, man. I just don't like the fact that they only love you if you have a very certain standard, you know? And honestly, even when you do get them, they will honestly, they always act like the most spoiled, entitled brats, at least from what I've seen from friends who do have girls like that. They tend to be to where, I don't know how to describe it, but they know they can get whatever the fuck they want, because getting a girl like that in the first place is like, it's almost like Jesus himself gave you a Holy Communion. It is like an honor, okay? It's really to where they know they can get whatever the fuck they want, because they are a 10 out of 10 girl that didn't have a high body count and didn't have an OnlyFans. And let me just put it this way. If you find one that is neither of those 3 things, you may as well have just won the fucking lottery. Good for you, man. I probably would never even try, because it would take like a good 10, 15, 20 years. And by the time you do get them, you're not ready to have kids anymore. You're too old for that shit. You're too done. At least for if you're someone like me. If you're young, have that much money, and are a 10 out of 10, and then you do find that girl, it would take you still a few years before you truly find the true one you want. I don't know, man. I don't like having to soul search for years before I find someone like that. I'm personally looking to settle down within the next 2 to 3 years from now. Like, personally, I'm shooting for the girls that are not ugly. I'm not into ugly girls either, for the record. I'm not into anything below a 4. But I at least want to have someone that's average or above average. That's my personal preference, and especially the one thing I'm truly looking for is just somebody that is down to earth, that doesn't have a high body count, that doesn't have an OnlyFans, and is just a genuinely good fucking person. It's still difficult to find that even, but good lord, if I tried searching for an 8 or a 9 or a 10 like that, fucking hell, I'd be probably searching till my 30s. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It just doesn't make sense for me. And obviously, like I said, this is just my personal experience. This is just my opinion. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can go chase that all you want, for all I care. But I'm just coming from my perspective of, I don't know, if I had any dating advice, go for a girl that is average on looks, but at least has a really, really nice personality and is just a genuinely nice person, you know? Because, I mean, even that's, like I said, going to be difficult nowadays. I mean, it's not impossible. It's about 1 in 3 chance. 1 in 3 chance with those kinds of girls. Maybe, actually, probably half. Probably half, because, yeah, it's out there, though. I mean, you'll run into a few bad ones along the way, but once you do find that right one, it's a lot easier to find someone ultimately at the end of the day, compared to 1 in maybe 5 to 10,000. So, yeah, at least that's what I can see with my own 2 eyes. I could be wrong. Like I said, once again, my opinion, my experience, whatever, yada yada yada. But that's my advice for even people that are, like I said, 10 out of 10, got a lot of money, tall, you name it. They got everything. I'm telling you, just go for a girl that appreciates you for you, man. That's all I gotta say. I mean, you could, if you find a girl that's 8 out of 10 and up that's like that, like I said, good for you. You got lucky. But especially for like the rest of you gentlemen, quit trying to chase after these kinds of girls. I swear to God, I always see these fucking average ass dudes, and Lord forbid, these fucking 2, 3, 4 out of 10s trying to chase these girls. It just ain't gonna fucking work out. You're just gonna get your heart broken, and Lord forbid you spend $5,000 on her OnlyFans just to find out that she'll never even see you in person. So that's all for me, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. Feel free to comment whatever you want down below. You can do whatever you want, man. But ultimately, at the end of the day, this is just, like I said, my advice, my opinion, my experience, whatever. Thank you for sitting through this autistic-ass rant, and I guess I'll see you in a few months when I come up with a new topic idea to bring up. Toodaloo.